Welcome to August 2025. For a full transcript of the month ahead, click the download link in the description area below. You can return to this at any time during the month as you move along as a refresh or for new insights. The month of August carries a distinct rhythm of potency, clarification, refinement, and at times confrontation. With Leo season bringing radiant boldness into the first part of the month, we're invited into presence and self-expression. But unlike a performative display of power, this month is about a deeper reclamation of voice, vitality, energetic sovereignty, and the power of manifestation. August is a universal month, number 8, a number of power, manifestation, and karmic balance. Being in a universal year 9, the interplay of these numbers adds an energetic weight, a call to take responsibility for what we've created, and to consciously complete cycles to rebuild from the wisdom we have gained. This isn't a time to abandon ship, but to rise into mastery and take bold steps for setting success in motion, while remembering that creating in the physical domain requires us to align equally from within. To give an extra boost for aligning with your manifestation is the 888 portal, a rare and potent energetic combination of day, traditional month, and universal month, all vibrating to the number 8, the archetype of power, authority, and regeneration. While often associated with the Lion's Gate, this year it also echoes a deeper need to bring integrity and awareness to what you desire to manifest. This isn't about simply calling in abundance, it's about becoming the person who can sustain it. It will also be important to note that we begin this month under several retrogrades, including Saturn, Neptune, Pluto, and Chiron, all inviting internal reflection and responsibility. Healing this season may come through surrender, not strategy, through reclaiming inner worth without needing external conflict to validate it. For this month, you can reflect within: what parts of me need to rise to meet the next level of my life? Where am I still outsourcing my power, voice, or truth? Just before we transition into August for the first week, we are met with Chiron moving retrograde in Aries on July 30th, bringing attention to core wounds around identity and assertion. This inward movement invites a review of how we deal with pain, especially around identity, self-worth, and how we assert ourselves in the world. This retrograde offers an important descent into the unconscious, behind our need to prove, to conquer, or to go it alone. It's a time when old stories of inadequacy or rejection may surface, to be re-examined with more maturity and compassion. Aries is the warrior archetype, and Chiron here challenges us to understand what drives the fight. Where are we still protecting an unhealed part of ourselves by posturing strength? Also on July 30th, Venus moves into Cancer, inviting a deeper turn inward in relationships, emphasizing emotional nourishment, safety, and belonging. Love may become quieter, but richer. The first week of August is a week 4 in numerology, providing structure, practicality, support, and grounding. It's an excellent time to reorganize, tend to responsibilities, and to get clear on priorities. With Mars in Virgo and the Sun in Leo, there's an interesting push-pull, the fire to shine and express versus the need to refine and get things right. Let both be true. Structure doesn't limit radiance, it gives it form. Honor the value of consistency and self-awareness in the pursuit of long-term vision. Change stirs in the second week of August as the week presents a week number 5 in numerology, bringing movement, disruption, and the urge for freedom. This may coincide with big ideas, heightened conversations, or emotional restlessness. At the center of it, the 888 portal cracks open, an opportunity to step into embodied power. Mars enters Libra on August 6th, redirecting our energy into relationships, aesthetics, and balance, but not without revealing where we've abandoned our need to keep the peace. This transit can bring up inner tension, the desire to assert oneself while trying to maintain harmony. The opportunity here is to explore how we advocate for fairness without losing authenticity. Mars in Libra refines our instinct for justice, showing us how to move with conviction while remaining conscious of others. Inner conflict may arise when you find yourself silencing your truth to avoid discomfort. This week offers a test in relational integrity. The full moon in Aquarius on August 9th illuminates the space between individuality and collective responsibility. The Aquarius archetype can bring detachment or cerebral dominance, but beneath the surface is a deep longing to serve the whole through authentic contribution. This full moon, marked by a 9, invites you to release from what's holding you back, from fully and safely embodying your uniqueness to make a contribution and elevate humanity. For the full moon, reflect on, where have I been afraid to stand out? And what does that protect me from? What beliefs about community, acceptance, or worth need to be reevaluated? Then, in the third week of August, we return to momentum. With Mercury stationing direct in Leo, we're gifted a clear path for self-expression and creative action. This week holds the vibration of Master number 33, the Master Teacher. This energy represents altruism, healing, and spiritual responsibility. It speaks to compassion in action, supporting others without self-sacrifice, and becoming a vessel of truth through lived example. In its shadow, the 33-6 can express as martyrdom, overextension, or enabling. It's an invitation to move from codependency to conscious care. Combined with its reduced number 6, the energy of love, service, and responsibility, this week invites us to hold space for deeper truths, to speak with heart, and to lead by example. This is a great time to speak from the heart and to clarify what you truly stand for. As Mercury's fire regains direction, check in with your voice. Is it rooted in ego or authenticity? Within the fourth week of August, we enter a pivotal turning point. The Sun and New Moon both move into Virgo on August 22nd, ushering in clarifying and contemplative energy. This double Virgo ingress marks a potent, energetic initiation into presence, humility, healing, and integration. Virgo as an archetype is deeply tied to sacred service, refinement, discernment, and purification. But beyond the surface traits of perfectionism and order, Virgo is the priestess, the analyst, and the alchemist. This is not a sign of control, although in its shadow it can produce patterns of perfectionism, hypercriticism, and chronic self-improvement. It is a sign, however, of sacred contribution. Virgo seeks to restore wholeness through attention, through correction, and through alignment. This archetype also speaks to the importance of integrating the fragmented pieces of self. Where we've over-identified with one role, achievement, or flaw, there's a strong psychological undertone this week, especially for those with strong South Node in Virgo patterns, where ancestral or karmic imprints of being useful, to be loved, chronic guilt over not doing enough, a fear of making mistakes, and a need to fix or rescue others in order to feel safe may come up for healing. This week you can examine, where have I been confusing excellence with perfection? Am I using productivity as a way to avoid intimacy with myself? For the new moon, you can reflect on what routine or practice can I anchor that supports my emotional and physical well-being? And what version of wholeness am I now ready to claim? This is a week 7 in numerology, adding an essence of inner truth, mysticism, and analysis. The pairing of Virgo and 7 invites a time of sacred solitude and meaningful routine. It's a powerful time to adjust your rhythm, realign your rituals, and clear distractions that interfere with your higher path. We close the month with another activation of power and presence with Venus moving into Leo. Week 8 matches the universal and month number, amplifying themes of leadership, magneticism, and responsibility. But this isn't about appearances, as Venus in Leo brings heart, warmth, and desire to be seen and valued authentically. This placement inspires passion, luxury, creativity, and romantic boldness, but it also stirs the need for recognition and emotional honesty. There may be a greater need to express love in visible, proud, or generous ways. However, the shadow may emerge as dramatizing affection or seeking validation externally. This is a week to embody what you have been refining all month. Let your values speak through your choices, and let your worth be non-negotiable. August is a month to remember your own authority, not as a domination, but as a devotion to your values, your truth, and your path. The number 8 calls forth power and accountability. It doesn't just seek success, it seeks balance with integrity. Let this be a month where you own your story, integrate your lessons, and begin again, not as who you were, but who you're finally ready to become.